Hello, everybody. This is a very unusual setup. It's usually the setup that I have whenever I have meetings at home. You can basically see the entire room. What I do usually on Google Meet is that I would have a background, but I don't have that function in photo booth, so can't be bothered anymore. So yeah, this is my whole entire room. It's a bit messy. I'm so sorry, but I don't know. It's giving. Yeah, I just thought I'd catch up with you guys and talk about how 2025 has been. I think I will kind of debrief by going through like grouping things in themes. I think the biggest theme of 2025 would be stability. I think the past years before 2025, I was really in a survival mindset. It was either I live or fucking die. So, uh, kind of like I didn't have any other choice but to really like hustle and make sure that I was on top of my game. So practically I had no rest. I wasn't really prioritizing other things other than work. So going into 2025, I really wanted to make a promise to myself to actually like be more stable. And I think stable in terms of like financially stable, emotionally stable, physically stable. I don't even know what that means, but I guess like to be more physically engaged with the things that I'm doing. So did I do that in 2025? Definitely, I think so. I started a new job. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you guys watch my YouTube video, you would know that the whole thing that I went through with job hopping, it was freaking hell, but I made it and I got a new job. I started in August, and going into the new year, I'm just gonna say I'm so grateful for that job. I think that job really, it really saved my year, and I don't really know what would happen if I didn't get that job because it was really such a safety crutch for me. It was a very eye-opening experience because it is my first time working as a corporate girl in a multinational company. So it was a very, very big place and a very intimidating place. But I think I kind of found my footing because the people there are so friendly. I have an awesome manager who really like wants to see me succeed through and through, and that's just always great to have when like people in the company wants to see you succeed, and they make it happen. I really feel like I was actually making a big contribution to the company, or like I was like actually, like I'm going into work feeling like I'm actually doing something, and not just like typing stuff on the computer, right? And you can talk about corporate however you like, but I'm always a believer in finding meaning in whatever you do, and that includes work because you spend 8 to 9 hours of your life, of your day-to-day life, at this place. So like the least that you could do is actually, have some fulfillment or have some meaning towards it, right? And about the financial wise, I don't really worry about money anymore like I used to. I used to stress a lot about money. And thank God for that. I don't really have to. I mean, there's a lot of things to work on. I obviously, I need to have savings and things like that. But I mean, it's possible now with the amount that I'm making. It's not like, oh, like I have to live paycheck to paycheck. Like that's definitely not the case. Um, some of the small wins is that I got a car recently. I'm still waiting for that. Which is great. I mean, I never thought that I would buy a car this soon in my life, but I guess like I'm going through a trajectory where I'm kind of like I'm so sick of Grab, by the way. It's like so unpredictable. The prices are unpredictable, the timing of the drivers are unpredictable, like everything about it just relies on an external factor that I cannot control. But like having a car makes me feel like I am in control of my time, and I know that if I drive to that place, I'm gonna get there at the time that I'm expecting to be there. Yeah, so I got my car. Emotionally, I think I've been pretty well regulated. That's always good news to hear. I think like to compare to my good old days, I wasn't as regulated as I am now. Didn't actually like involve myself in any like drama or anything like that, or like anything that is, mm, Yeah, I think I've been a pretty good girl, honestly. I also started some physical hobbies as well. I started doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Just so random. Like, I wanted to try out something related to martial arts, but I didn't know what. And at the time, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu was something that I was interested in because I'm a very small girl, and like I didn't want to dive into a hobby that was like a little bit too much for me. And a lot of the martial arts actually look quite intimidating, other than BJJ, because I know like a lot of women actually like they do BJJ and it's quite fun for them. I tried it for like 3 months and then I think I couldn't commit to it anymore because the time issue and the money issue, because it's quite expensive as compared to like, you know, a gym membership, for example. It's just that probably I don't have friends to go with, and I'm probably not in that mindset to go consistently. More so like I just want to try out different things. But I think that was quite enriching, I would say, and a very nice experience. Other than that, one of the biggest themes that I really that kind of shaped my year is friendship. I think it's because like in 2024 I am so focused on myself. I never really took time to kind of like nurture my friendships with other people or make new friends. I think in 2025 I met a lot of people and I managed to kind of like kept in touch with one or three people that I'm like quite close with now. And I think like I've really learned what it's like to actually be friends with somebody. So clingy. She's too much. And like I think a lot of it comes from the fact that I was homeschooled for the longest time and I never really learned how to make friends. So I started to initiate plans with other people. I'm going out more often than I used to. I am like trying to be a more active listener, trying to do more activities together with other people, and I think it has paid off quite well, you know, and I'm excited to see like what kind of friendships I will be making in 2026. So that's a great self-development thing that I think is going on for me right now. So those are the pros. I think when it comes to the cons, I think I've learned that it's okay for you to like outgrow friendships, and there's nothing wrong with that. And also there's mm, there's beauty in realizing that somebody is not for you anymore. Some people are just not worth your energy. And I think it takes a lot of self-respect, a lot of reflection to get to that point. And when you do get to that point, it can be quite empowering to accept. Another thing is also like content creation. I think I've grown to have a love-hate relationship with it. I've been quite consistent actually sharing things online, like sharing my hobbies, sharing the things that I'm enjoying so far and my clothes. But there will be moments where I feel like I'm not doing enough. Maybe because I'm like comparing myself with other people on the internet, sharing like very vulnerable parts of themselves, or they're like sharing, I don't know, their journal prompts and things like that. And I don't know, maybe I think like, I don't know, maybe there's this like competitive sense of me that feels like, oh, if they can do something like that, then I can too. But I don't know. I think content creation comes from within. If you want to post something, you post it. If you don't, you don't. And most of the time I don't want to because I'm quite lazy, to be honest. And when I do, it's purely because I want to put the effort in it. Which is why also brings me to the next point, is that I don't want to keep attaching myself to content creation. And what I mean by attaching is I don't want to like put so much pressure on myself to post something online. I mean, I'm pretty sure other people don't put that pressure on me. Why should I put that pressure on myself? It doesn't make sense and it's not fair as well. But other than that, I mean, okay, and also like if you watch my past videos, I've been saying I want to stay consistent. But like I think that mindset comes from like, I don't know, the desire to want to be productive, the desire to want to seen as being consistent. Like, do I even care about wanting to be consistent on YouTube? To be honest, no, because I don't want to make YouTube my career. I don't see myself doing YouTube long term. or at least not as a career, probably like a hobby. Yeah. So why put so much pressure on myself and then end up not doing it because you don't want to fail yourself? I mean, like, the only reason why I haven't been posting on YouTube is only because I kept on pressuring myself to post a lot on YouTube, but then I don't end up to, and now I feel guilty about it, and then I put some negative negative association with YouTube when I could have just like promised myself that I would have fun and just post whenever I want to without putting any pressure on it. I think I could have posted more because, you know, I have a very casual relationship with it. I think I just want to have that kind of mindset moving forward. Like, I just want to be able to do something because it's fun and go with the flow. Fuck everything else. That's all I can think about. It's a very short video. I think this is just kind of like a dump from me to put it out there. I had a sudden thought, sudden desire that I probably should talk into this microphone, and I did, and I'm very happy that I did that. But I'll be very happy to hear if you guys are still here watching my videos. How are your 2025 and what are you guys looking for in 2026? I am very, very excited to see what you guys are gonna say, and if nobody replies or if nobody comments on this video, it's totally fine. I'm just putting myself out there. Yeah, I'm just a fish swimming in the ocean, literally. Whatever. Thank you for watching.